Whether it's polyurethane or a different absorbable polymer, can you give us an example of how do you tune the polymer's properties for a specific medical device application? And what properties have you found matter the most for medical devices?
Let me give you a brief background of absorbable polymers. There are 5 absorbable monomers are used in the entire $4.2 billion of suture business. And I don't know how much is it, all the drug delivery polymers. The 5 monomers of glycolide, lactide, caprolactone, paradiaxanone, PDO monomer, and trimethylene carbonate. Each monomer have unique properties. Glycolide and lactide. Glycolide hydrolyzes very fast, very high TG, very high melting point. Lactide is also very slow hydrolysis profile and has a high TG, low TG, TM is 185. Caprolactone is a very elastomeric polymer, very slow absorption. And the trimethylene carbonate is also very slow absorption. So you have paradiaxanone is in the middle of this absorbable range. By choosing the copolymer, by having a hard segment and soft segment, by manipulating the composition, you can get a very soft, rubbery polymer, liquid polymers. You can use it for injectable drugs, or you can make a very soft elastomeric polymers. So by understanding the advantage of each or the function of each monomer, you can pick and choose whatever you can make. We can make very high melting solids. You can make a micro dispersions, or you can make liquid polymers for injectable drugs.
So there's the degradation rate, and then there's mechanical properties. What other properties have you found really matter in medical device development? Manufacturing, method of manufacturing the polymer, for example?
Yes. There are 2 kinds of sutures. One is a braided suture, and one is a monofilament suture, absorbable polymer sutures. You can make PLGA polymers, especially glycolide-based polymers. You cannot make monofilaments unless it is a very fine suture. So it is very stiff, high melting, so you can melt spin it, then you can construct a braided suture, so which is soft and supple. So monocle suture, you can make it because the copolymer of glycolide lactide copolymer of 75% glycolide, 25% caprolactone. It is made not of a random copolymer. It is a elastomeric, hard and soft segment copolymer, which will give you a very soft polymer. And it's very easy to extrude as a monofilament, attach needle, and use it. That's why monocle suture is very popular for gynecological procedures and plastic surgery.
So what about beyond sutures? So think about devices like 3D printed orthopedic devices, for example. What properties matter there if the material will be used for 3D printing?
Very good question. Actually, we're working on that now because PCL is used heavily for 3D printing. Number one, it's cheap and is very, very elastomeric polymer, so you can make polymers from there. But the 3D printing used extensively for the PEG acrylated polymers. So PEG acrylates doesn't have a strength and elasticity. So we can have a combination of biomaterials like PLGA polymers or caprolactone polymers with PEG copolymers. You can make amplific polymers, water-soluble polymers by a combination of PEG molecular weight versus the copolymer molecular weight. You can make water-soluble polymers, also water-insoluble polymers, and have an acrylate groups at the end for 3D printing.